My favorite, let's see, what has travel taught you? Um, it's taught me that people are flawed, but also that people are capable of incredible kindness, and that there's a huge variety of the human experience. The grass is not greener on the other side. However, getting to see other places and meeting different people allows you to see the same stories through different lenses and through different perspectives, and helps. I think it has helped me to understand that we're, there's certain things that are universal, um, but also that there's incredible variety and incredible capacity for humans to have, um, like a there's also incredible capacity for change, because of how varied the human experience can be. Um, my desire to travel came from traveling a lot as a kid. I was born in LA, and my parents had to relocate a few different times because my mom worked in the ER of various different hospitals that were like very rural, so like Appalachia and like various different places in Kentucky, Virginia, Indiana. And then when I was, you know, uh, like when I was 5, my dad went back to law school in San Diego, so we went back to California for a couple years. And then for my dad's work, we ended up going back to the East Coast, so like DC, New York, um, places like that. And yeah, so that I've always, I've always traveled a lot, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. Um, what places am I the most excited about? I would say that has changed over the years. Like it used to be Europe, because I had spent some time in Paris and Oxford when I was a teenager, and like after that, I just like I made it my goal to go back to Europe, which I eventually did accomplish. I spent 12 years in France, and I got to travel to a whole bunch of neighboring countries as well, and I lived in the UK as well. And so I kind of feel like now, that I used to be really excited about Paris and London, but I think now I'm more excited about places that bring me closer to my family. Um, have I ever traveled solo? Yes. I travel solo most of the time, and I've also traveled solo with 3 kids. Describe a moment when things didn't go as planned. Yeah, so when I went to Thailand, to Bangkok, my phone battery was almost dead. My laptop was dead, and I didn't have an adapter to charge my phone, and I couldn't find like any place to charge my phone anyway. Like I couldn't, like cafes didn't seem to have sockets available. And I think there was a problem with my card as well. Um, and Yeah, and the taxi driver that I had from the airport, he didn't speak very good English. So I noticed that as we were getting closer to the address, he kept asking me like, "Is this the place? Is this the place?" Or like here. And I realized that he wasn't quite familiar with where he was going. So yeah, that was really probably one of the most stressful times of my life, because I just could not communicate with people. I mean, that's on me. I was like 22 or something when this happened. So yeah, that has taught me to try to plan better. Sports or activities that I like. or hobbies, I've gotten into filmmaking more. So I've been trying to make short films. I made one short film, actually at least two, and acting has always been a passion of mine. So that's why I'm doing this. Sports, I really love swimming and ice skating. I don't get to do them that often, but when I can, it's a lot of fun.